Thank you. It's super warm. Like last night, I only had those two, and that was it.
I'm so proud of you. Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, I haven't been because I just don't enjoy it right now.
I don't blame you.
I just haven't felt like it.
Chrissy, wake up. Thank you, child.
I like this.
Wait, 1, 2.
Uh, 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock the door. 5, 6, get your crucifix. 7, 8, never stay up, better stay up late. 9, 10, never sleep again.
Thank you for that.
And that was my song for Freddy Krueger over there. Hey, you know what I just realized? Last year you were Chucky, and now you're Freddy Krueger. Those are like some of my favorite slashers. Obviously, the classics. I like me
Maybe
some
I'm doing it
Chucky.
on purpose.
I like me some Freddy Krueger. I like me some Michael Myers. I like me some Jason. Jason's my favorite. But yeah,
I'm doing it on purpose.
I like them all. And Scream. I appreciate that. I love you.
Yeah. Love you too, buddy.
This is yeah. This is our podcast. What's with the neighbors?
It is our Halloween episode. That is Bree.
Yay, and that's Amy. And tomorrow is Halloween, guys.
Wait, no, that is Anomaly Detected.
Anomaly Detected. I am an anomaly detected from Ghost Adventures. I'm essentially like the easiest and cheapest costume ever.
But it's so creative.
It was a fun idea.
Yeah.
I tried it at first with glow sticks, and that was terrible and a pain in the ass, and my stomach. The tape was so tight. So we went with since I don't need to glow anyway during the podcast, we went with painter's tape.
That's perfect.
Colored
that was
painter's tape.
How did you?
I laid it down and then I taped it and then I put it on.
That was smart. And you know what? It's bendable.
Yeah.
You don't have to walk like a crazy person.
Yeah, it is. It's super fun, guys. So, happy Halloween. Hope you guys are getting ready and excited for it.
Yeah, be safe,
I
please.
will just be back in town.
Yeah, we'll be busy.
We will be so busy. Today is Sunday.
Yeah, so it's their second day.
If you feel like coming out if you're local, come out to the Halloween Bazaar at the Bentley Mall in Fairbanks.
Yeah.
And you can come see us. We have a booth there. We have shirts. We have things that we're giving away.
Games.
We're doing games. We're doing all kinds of things.
Yeah.
And we'll have to make sure we mention that in the other one too.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, come and see us, guys.
Yeah.
So it's just like last year, we did a listener episode, and we haven't done very many listener episodes recently. So we're gonna go ahead and do another one for Halloween.
Yay!
Do you want to go first with your neighborhood story?
Sure.
Okay.
I can go.
Okay.
It's not no one submitted this.
Oh,
but,
wait. Okay, yeah. Never mind.
But this one is called Dairy Queen, and it's from next door. I wouldn't recommend ever going to the Dairy Queen on 75th Street. My husband took my daughter at 9 p.m. They walked in, and the older man behind the counter stated that they were closed. When my husband pointed out that the sign said that they closed at 9:30, the man yelled, "Well, I'm the effing owner, and I'm tired, so I'm going home." I don't blame him.
I don't blame him. Like, those ice cream cones, those really take it out of you.
It does. They do.
He probably just had a really busy... You know, when I worked at McDonald's, we would get so busy, especially like, oh my gosh, New Year's Eve. Or no, Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve. They get mean. Like, we would have to have managers walk us out because we would have people banging on the windows because that was the only time we'd ever close was Christmas Eve right before Christmas.
Yeah.
And we would close at like 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock that night. And people would be cussing us out and banging on the windows. Guys, people need their time off. McDonald's, gas stations, Walmart, wherever you go, especially if it's a flippin' holiday, give them a break. If they're trying to get off, then let them get off. Get over it. Go home and make your own crap.
Well, not only that, but
you should have planned ahead.
Yeah,
you suck.
Why are
Sorry,
you
clearly
taking?
I still have issues.
why are you taking it out on the employees?
Who
Like,
are exhausted from
yeah.
people being jerks at them. Yeah, we would have to have every time I would work a shift like that, we would have to have managers escort us to our cars, because we'd be afraid that we would get
Yeah.
attacked or yelled at.
That is
Yeah,
crazy.
people are mean.
People are jerks.
I mean,
I'm
I get
sorry.
Dairy Queen because Dairy Queen's delicious. Like, I can go for some Oreo.
Yeah, their ice cream is super good.
So good. Yeah,
When we were
corn
in
dogs, too.
California, Alice always asked for Dairy Queen like every day. I'm like, who is taking you to Dairy Queen? Because like there's one in town and it's at the most awkward place.
It's great. I love Dairy Queen.
So do you want to go first with your listener story?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So, my first listener story is from Monica.
Thank you, Monica, for sending in a listener story.
Yes, thank you, Monica. When my husband, Mr. Mike, passed. Let me start that over.
Okay.
When my husband's mom passed away in 2018, we moved into her house. Before you ask, yes, she died in the house.
Oh.
One afternoon, I was sitting on the couch watching TV, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw movement down the hallway. There was no one home at the time except for me. I really didn't think much of it. Later that evening, after my husband got home from work, I saw the movement again and thought, okay, I have a shadow person here. Like it's nothing. So I decided to see if this was going to be something we could live with or something we had to get rid of.
Right.
I did not feel threatened in any way by it whatsoever. So the first thing I did was try and find out if it was an adult or child, evil or good.
Right.
I left a small stuffed animal in the middle of the living room before going to bed, and I said out loud, if you are a child and want to play with this, I am leaving it here just for you.
Aww.
I know. What I didn't know at the time was that my husband Mike had also been seeing the same thing that I was. Next morning, the toy was still sitting there where I'd left it, so more than likely not a child. A few days later, Mike and I were talking, and he told me he was seeing the same things as I was and also hearing the same thing I was hearing, which was noises in a bedroom that is set up as a guest room. We
Okay.
decided not to really interact with it, just to see what it did. It would move around the house a lot, trying to get some reaction out of us, but we didn't give in until one evening something fell in that room. We both went to go look, and a stack of papers were on the floor. I picked them up, but never said anything. Then it starts rattling door handles to that room to the point it was beginning to really bother me. So I just said, stop. Don't do that.
Knock it off.
Knock it off. I hear you. I know you are there, but unless there is something you need to tell me, please be quiet. The next thing that happened is so calmly, too.
Yeah.
Like, it's no big deal.
Come on.
The next thing that happened is that the lamp in my bedroom came on. I walked back and turned it off, and then it turned right back on, so we unplugged it. I do not feel any negative energy in the house, so we continue to live our lives like normal. But the kicker to this whole story is that when my oldest grandchild comes to visit and she is 18, she sleeps in that room. We very rarely see that shadow due to the fact that it is in the room with her. She sees it, tells it to leave her alone, but it never does. It loves to hang out with her. Our house and lives might be a bit more active because both Mike and I see and hear things, but so does my granddaughter.
Wow.
That is so cool.
It just
Spooky.
this is my shadow friend.
This is Casper.
Casper, my shadow friend.
This is my buddy.
At least it's not like harassing them.
Yeah. At least it's not like hurting them or threatening.
Yeah. I'm
Sorry.
moving this real quick.
Yeah, you're good. I'm just paranoid. I'm always looking at it.
No, I want you to look at it.
Wow, you just broke its neck. There's true crime right there.
Okay, so yeah, it's still being picked up. Okay.
Oh, there's my tape.
Oh, you brought it with you just in case. Okay, so I'm going to share with you.
Oh, that is so cute. I just noticed the ghosty thing. The beanbag toss thing.
Yeah.
That's so cute. You sent me pictures and stuff.
Yeah, but it came with little baggies.
Oh.
Or
cute.
balls.
Like Velcro.
Yeah. And it works.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Cool.
I thought it wasn't going to like actually stick, but it does. I don't know what we can do with it, but maybe get an extra piece of candy.
Yeah. Yeah,
Something.
that's a good idea.
So this is from Kathleen. Oh, first off, thank you, Monica, for sharing that.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. This one is from Kathleen, and it says, in 2012, I was chosen as a juror alternative as in a murder case.
Oh, okay.
Ugh, that sounds painful.
That doesn't happen too
But
often.
I would want to do that so
That would
bad.
be pretty cool.
One of my daycare parents is serving jury duty right now, and I was like, that's so exciting. That's so exciting. And he's like,
especially if you were just like a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
That would be like a highlight.
No kidding.
Get out of the house, go hear about some other person's drama.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I was like, I love other people's drama.
Did you send me that TikTok about that guy who goes to jury duty? He's like, I get paid $12 an hour or $12 a day to hear about other people's drama. Guys, you need to go do your jury duty or whatever.
It's your civil duty.
Yeah, it's your civil duty. My dad always says that.
I love it. I want to be a juror so bad.
I got requested like 3 times in a row one year. But I had been pregnant and in the hospital, and then I was like, I'm moving, dude. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so in 2012, she was chosen as a juror alternative. So in June of 2012, a man named Cody Nash, who was living with his aunt Candace Watson and his uncle Bob Watson, he had been depressed for roughly about 5 years when he decided to take his life using a bottle of Jack Daniels and 2 bottles of cough syrup.
Oh, wow.
That sounds disgusting.
I like Jack Daniels, but not with cough syrup.
So, are you chasing the cough syrup with Jack Daniels, or are you chasing the Jack Daniels with cough syrup?
Don't tell us. Never mind. We don't need to know.
Just both are awful.
Yeah.
For me, anyways.
Ugh, cough syrup.
Ugh. So, before drinking them, he entered the kitchen where his aunt was. He grabbed a kitchen knife and sliced her throat twice. Candace collapsed to the ground.
Why you gotta kill them? I thought you wanted to just do yourself.
I have to say something real quick. Everyone always complains about how dull my knives are and my kitchen knives. This is why. So no one can slice my throat with it.
You should sharpen them.
Don't tell me how to
You have a knife sharpener?
Probably.
Give them to my husband. He loves sharpening knives.
Perfect. I'll
He really
bring him down.
does.
Rick has his own that are super sharp. But
oh, you have your own set that you get to use.
I'm not allowed to.
I shouldn't be allowed to use the sharp knives.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't treat knives very well, I guess.
Just throw them in the sink.
Yes, and in the dishwasher. And I let them soak in water.
You put them in the dishwasher. Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's what I do.
So bad.
I know it too.
I don't touch the dishwasher because they're pioneer women. I'm sorry. Keep on. Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah. So Rick, he has his own set that he uses, and I'm not allowed to touch it. And I understand it. I get it.
that.
Yeah. Anyways, so she collapsed to the ground. He then went down the hall and heard the shower in the master bedroom running. He went to the shower, opened up the shower, breaking the glass in the process, and cutting his hand with the glass. He sliced Bob's neck and stabbed him 4 times.
Oh, no.
Bob collapsed to the ground, and Cody assumed he was dead. So then Cody's like, all right, everyone's dead. Time to head out, I guess, because Cody grabbed, I don't know why I just said that.
Well.
Yeah. Cody grabbed his bottle he was going to drink and went out back and started drinking them. After drinking some of them both, he felt he drank enough to kill himself, so he went to the spare room and decided to lay down.
It's a suicide cocktail.
Yeah. Smart. Yep. So Bob managed to get up on his feet and run across the street naked to have them call authorities.
Oh my gosh, Bob!
He just run around naked.
Good job, Bob.
Good job, Bob.
That's okay. Let it.
I also would run around naked if to save my life. Yeah.
Yep. People would understand once they see blood coming out from your neck.
Your neck. Yeah. Cody thinking, next thing Cody knows, he did not, in fact, kill himself, but he woke up to being placed in handcuffs. He ended up being charged for the murder, and his aunt attempted murder for his uncle. And I was a little disappointed because I did not get to vote on the final verdict because I was an alternate. But it was interesting hearing the story in court. During the proceedings, Cody was emotionless.
Wow.
That's, wow, yeah. I also knew one of the officers that was called as a witness. I was watching his kids in the daycare at the time, or in my daycare at the time, which I had to inform the courts, but I was allowed to stay as an alternative. My best friend's husband replaced the floors in the housing, I read that wrong. My best friend's husband replaced the flooring in the house after, and he remembers there's blood everywhere.
Oh, wow.
I also ride my bike down that street because it's close to my house, and I still get shivers.
Oh, I can't imagine. That's crazy.
Yeah, thank you, Kathleen.
Yes, thank you.
That's, oh my gosh. That's, wow. I hope he's like living forever in jail.
Yeah, same.
No kidding.
And by the way, if you don't remember, we think that is a better punishment than getting the death penalty.
Think so.
I agree, because you have to live with what you did.
Yeah. I don't care if they die or
Eventually, they're going to feel bad about it, or they're going to get punished by other inmates.
Yeah.
Or it just, prison sucks.
Just knowing that you could be living a life outside of prison.
Yep.
I mean, you're not.
Yep. Nope. Sorry. Shouldn't have killed someone.
Amen.
Amen. A woman. This next one is from Minerva, and I actually talked to her through our messenger.
Uh-huh.
Really crazy story.
I'm excited to hear it.
I showed you videos
already.
So there are videos that go with this, and I will post them. She gave me permission to post them, so I will post these on Halloween, actually.
Ooh.
All right. I actually used to
in our Facebook group.
Yes, in our Facebook group. What's with the neighbors? All right. I actually used to call the back room of the basement the lady cave.
The lady cave.
Nice. That's what I call my bedroom. Or, never mind. Not going to go there. Sorry, Mom. I'm just going to say other parts.
My vagina. I'll take it out. Not on the Patreon, though. I hope my mom doesn't watch Patreon.
Lady cave. Come on, Josh. Welcome to the lady cave.
Welcome to the lady cave. Please do that. Like next time, just but make it so awkward with like your legs like scoot down.
That's what I say when I go to the gynecologist. And then they leave. That's how to get your way out of pep smear. All right. I used to call the back room of the basement the lady cave. I thought the room was creepy, so in an effort to make use of the space and make it my own, I painted all the walls and the ceiling white, put some chairs and a bookshelf in there as well as a coffee table.
Okay.
Whatever you gotta do. But that room has literally been abandoned. I went to light sage and my abalone shell bowl slid across the table away from me. No. Things on the shelf flew at me and hit me in the head, fell on my lap, etc.
Oh my gosh.
I heard huge crashing sounds like the boxes were dumping out of one of the storage dungeon rooms, she has in quotation. As
it's
we
no
call
longer
them.
a lady cave.
I think this is different rooms.
Oh, okay.
And when I ran to see what happened, everything was perfectly on the shelves where I left them.
That is so crazy.
Last year, I was out of town, and the person watching my house heard footsteps upstairs and wasn't sure if I had someone else coming to fix something in the house. He playfully asked the dog, as dog lovers would do, "Is there someone upstairs, buddy?
Is there someone
upstairs?"
Here?
While he was sitting in the lady cave. He then heard a man's voice, which sounded like it was coming from behind him.
Oh my god. Ooh, I just got shivers.
Did you have something feathery touch your leg again?
Listen, that was a real thing that happened.
My house, it has it out for Amy. and a bit above, he heard it from behind him and a bit from above his head loudly tell him, "Why don't you go check?"
Oh my gosh.
I also recently started seeing strange things in my security cameras, which is what I showed Amy. My son is 6, and when I saw the figure outside in the video, I was freaked out. My older kids wanted to see the video, but my youngest son, who was 6, just calmly told us, "Oh, yeah. Well, there's lots of dead people in the house. That could be any of the bigger ones." Like, what?
What?
What? I asked my son what he meant, and he said there's lots of dead people in the house. And how he knows? He told me because I see them. The lady with long hair used to follow me everywhere. She has gray skin and clothes and that are all torn up and old. The
Oh
little
my
kid,
gosh.
like me, is always peeking up the stairs, and Blink Man hides in the corners, but the dude who looks like Enderman, which is from Minecraft,
Uh-huh.
doesn't hide. But I think Enderman might be my dad. I asked him, but he doesn't talk. So I don't know if he's my dad, but I think he is.
Oh.
Yeah, no. That's
Just so
Minerva.
nonchalant.
Are you okay?
Yeah, are you okay? First off,
Is your family okay?
wow.
They're going through a lot. They are getting help from SOFA in North Pole,
Yeah.
which is a local paranormal group. So they're getting help from them, and hopefully things will kind of calm down for them.
Oh
I mean,
my
whew,
gosh.
that would scare me.
I just can't believe that the kid is so nonchalant
Yeah,
about it. Like,
they're
oh
supposed
yeah,
to be here.
there's lots of people. You guys don't see those? Yeah.
I mean, you're 6. I like if you're so used to it, then it's just like, oh, they're just normal. It's like
But
it's like a fly in the house.
yeah, but why do we call the one Blink Man?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Blink Man's from something. Maybe
Maybe
there's a Blink Man because Enderman I never heard before, and then she had
it's
to
from
explain to me it was
Minecraft.
from Minecraft. So maybe Blink Man is
Or
from something.
the guy just blinks a
Or
lot.
yeah, or no, that sounds creepy. He bats his eyelashes.
He, I used to date a guy that had the doctor said that he had Tourette's in his eyes, and so he would
Yeah,
he would have blinky, like every once in a while when he would be super stressed out.
yeah.
Like I remember asking him like, "Are you okay?" He'd be like, "Oh, I just have blinky. Blinky's back."
Oh, oh, oh. Phil from Modern Family has that in real life.
Oh,
Because I noticed in one episode he kept on like doing this
yeah,
a lot, and I was like, he does that a lot, and he's doing it a lot in this episode. And I looked it up, and he has like like Tourette's.
yeah,
So it's
yeah.
different. I
It was
didn't know that.
he.
Not different, but yeah,
He would get really mean when it would happen because he'd get embarrassed
probably
by
get
it.
frustrated. Yeah.
Yeah, and he would get frustrated.
Oh.
But I didn't like him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't like him.
Not
anymore.
because of the Blinky.
Correct.
Not because
No,
of
no,
Mr.
no,
Blinky.
not because of that. He was just.
You moved on. Anyway, we don't need to explain ourselves.
Oh,
Why are
man.
we explaining this? Anyway,
Anyways, okay,
gee, let's hear another true crime.
okay. So this one is.
Why is all this stuff on the floor?
Oh, Alice came in here. Alice came in here last night to grab something, and she knocked the thing over.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
And
need
it
to put
all
it back over
fell.
here.
Yeah, it all fell down.
Okay.
And so I picked up some of it, but not all of it.
I was like, wait a second. Were
That
these
was
on
like
the floor
the conch
before?
shell yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, I know that was not. It was flipped. What the heck? So this one is from a local. Her name is Amy, but it's not me.
Mm-hmm.
It's Alice's old teacher.
Oh, cool.
So she sent this from next door.
Does she listen?
I don't think so,
Oh, okay.
but she knows that she's in our group.
Oh, okay. Well,
So-
if you listen, thank you.
I was like, oh, she's a first grade teacher, so she's probably very busy.
Oh man, I hope you listen. Some kind of distraction.
Mm.
Actually, maybe not. Maybe not listen, especially during school. Like if If you're secretly
Yeah.
wanting to listen while you're teaching first graders, you like put your AirPods in and just like listen to someone being murdered and be like, this is wrong.
This is, yeah. Do your ABCs.
That's right. And I thought you were yelling at me to do my ABCs, and I'm like, I know them.
I already know them.
Gosh.
So this is from next door. Someone posted, his name was Frank, and it says, "Who is shooting the guns at midnight close to Lochloe Drive by the hill? I woke up. It sounds like someone's unloading a full magazine of a AR-15. This is unsafe and annoying to wake up to in the middle of the night on a weeknight. Not on a weeknight.
Yeah, really? Any night. But that.
Yeah. If you want to do that, move up to Chena Hot Springs or away from people next time the cops are being called." Then it says, they hit my duplex last night and put a hole through the wall and into my renter's TV.
Oh,
The troopers were called and a report was filed. This is out of control. Someone could have been killed. After talking to neighbors, we have isolated the shooting from a deck of a home on Rangeview Road. And then I showed you that picture.
Yeah, there's a gun range not that far. There's multiple. One just opened up in Fairbanks.
Yeah.
It's super nice.
Why are we shooting it
Go
in the
to
yard?
a gun range.
In a neighborhood.
Yeah.
They're lucky someone didn't get hurt.
Yeah, it's not a freaking BB gun. Like,
No.
it's a gun.
Yeah, that's so scary.
Oh, that's stupid. That's so stupid.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
It's very stupid.
So they got the guy.
That's all I got. But
Okay.
it sounds like that the troopers were called. But if they can't narrow down where it came from,
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's ridiculous.
Yeah. So.
All right. My last paranormal story is from someone with the initials SC. Santa Claus.
It's Santa Claus. I almost said South Carolina Claus.
South Carolina. Santa Claus. It's from Santa.
It's Santa. Santa's here.
On Halloween.
Sandy
Claus.
Sandy Claus.
All right. It starts out Fiddler's Green in Modoc County, California. Modoc. Fiddler's Green in Modoc County, California. Fiddler's Green is near Clear Lake, California. Forever ago, this used to be a cabin where a pioneer family lived. Think Little House on the Prairie.
Okay.
I was in the area recently with my buddy deer hunting. The mornings were warm and the sky was clear.
Oh, thank you for that beautiful Bob Ross picture.
Yeah. But there was this eerie fog that was low to the ground, especially around the brush and the chimney rubble from the cabin, not cabinet. There's no cabinet outside, Bree.
No.
That would be handy though.
I think that's what they call
cabinets in the
sheds.
forests.
Oh,
It's like,
Yeah.
handy, a cabinet.
a loot crate.
I can put down my keys on my phone. I'm so off topic. Sorry.
It's great.
Okay. We felt uneasy the entire time we were near the area. It wasn't until we were. I'm sorry, my mic keeps on like moving. It's weird. Like it just shifts. Maybe it's not tightened. No, it is. It's weird. Wondering if they're. Okay, sorry.
You gave me a really scary look.
Because it shifted down slightly right in front of me, and then it like started doing this, and it was weirding me out. I don't know. Maybe it was just the way I hit the table. It's probably the way I probably just moved the table more. Okay. Back to the story.
A loot crate. That's what in gaming. That's what they call it. They call them loot crates.
Oh, how handy! I thought you just put them in a backpack and everything fits.
You're such a butthead.
We felt uneasy the entire time we were near the area. It wasn't until we were speaking with a local after our hunt that we were told the place was haunted. It turns out, according to legend, a pioneer woman was killed by robbers while her husband was not home. Her body was tossed down the well on site. No.
Oh.
Her apparition has been seen walking near the lake shore with a lantern, and the sound of her playing her fiddle
Why the fiddle?
has also been heard, because apparently she had a fiddle. We did not see her apparition, but we definitely will not be going back. We were very spooked out without knowledge of the history of the area. That's saying something. Like, you felt it.
Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
scary.
I
The fog thing is weird too.
all I can think of is like this ghost apparition lady coming out and starting to play Devil Went Down to Georgia.
I was just going to say that.
Like, starts coming out with her lantern. Devil went down to Georgia. Mythical voice on steel.
But also, how annoying would that be?
Oh, so annoying.
You know, I was thinking, like, at first I was like, okay, so it has to be a fast song because fiddles. What slow song do you hear on a fiddle?
I think there are slow songs with fiddles.
You're wrong.
Like country songs.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But so I'm like just thinking like Devil Went Down to Georgia or Cotton Eye Joe.
Oh, I like it. Awesome. Thank you, Santa Claus. SC.
SC. Like, oh. Okay, so this one, I just can't get comfortable tonight. I'm okay. This one is from Wyatt. All right, Wyatt. Wyatt also doesn't listen to our podcast.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
But they said that they wanted to contribute.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thank you. This is what they said. Okay, here we go. Patrick Lamar. I think it's Lamore.
Okay.
Patrick Lamore is a troubled person. He went to Shasta High School. While at Shasta High School, it was rumored that he killed several of his sister's pets.
Oh.
We're starting off, I mean, right out the gate there.
Dahmer.
Yeah.
Takes them to the river and puts oil in them.
Yep.
Did you watch it?
I just have a hard time finishing it.
It was so good. But did you see the part where he did that?
Mm-mm.
He got the frog, and he took it home, and then he filled it with car oil, the jar with the frog in it, and it died.
I don't know why I can't, like, stuff doesn't bother me, and it's not that it bothers me, it's just, I don't know. I have to be in the mood to watch those.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah.
We were like, we have to see justice. Justice! Sorry.
Justice is a good person.
Yeah.
So, while in high school, he started using drugs. After he graduated from high school, he started to attend Shasta College, but quickly dropped out because he liked to party too much.
Okay.
And he was always going to parties almost every day of the week. That sounds exhausting.
Yeah. No.
He was the person that always knew when and where a party was. It was at one of these parties that he met a girl named Heather Carpenter. He and Heather consumed a dangerous amount of drugs and alcohol at this party. He offered to take her home, and she agreed. Instead of taking her home, he took her to his house off of Rock Creek Road. While they were there, he attempted to rape her, and while she was struggling, he put her in a chokehold, and she passed out. At this point, he was very scared because she was completely blue, so he got a tarp from his house, wrapped her unconscious body in that tarp, and put her in the trunk.
Oh my gosh.
He decided he was going to bury her. Oh my God. Because he was not sure if she was dead or not.
Okay.
So let's just put her...
Check.
Yeah. But he also didn't want her to say anything about the attempted rape.
Okay, that's still no excuse.
And also, your charges for
You
rape
still
are going to
suck.
be much less than murder charges.
Yeah.
But let's not think clearly.
Yeah.
Heather was reported the next morning missing, and people at the party had... The cops I lost my place. Heather was reported missing the next morning, and people at the party had said they saw her leave with Pat. The cops questioned him, but he did not could not prove that he had done anything. but he was their main suspect. Several weeks go by, and Heather was still missing. The police called and talked to all of Pat's friends and old classmates. Since I had a lot of classes with him, they actually questioned me. They asked me what type of person he was, if he would have had bad days, and I told them that one time when I went over to his house because we had mutual friends, he was shooting things up over the house with a potato gun.
It sounds like so much fun, though.
I know it does. I heard a loud thump and I asked him what he shot off, and he said he said it was his sister's hamster.
Oh, no.
That poor little hamster.
Oh.
He's like, this is going to be fun. Yay. Wait a second.
Oh.
So I left because I didn't feel comfortable with that. Same.
I get that.
After 3 months, a tip was given to the police as to the location of Heather's body. The police quickly searched that area and her body was found. Patrick was then arrested for the murder of Heather.
Yeah.
The police had no idea as to where the body was, but that night when Pat was drinking with his friend AJ, he had confided in AJ as to what had happened and where she was. AJ called the police the very next day and informed them of everything he knew. Patrick was tried and convicted of murder and is currently serving a life sentence.
Good.
Ugh.
Good. Justice was served.
Justice was served. But how crazy that, like, you
Knew this person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it doesn't sound like you guys were, like, friends.
Right.
But
still, it's still just wild.
Yeah.
Like,
That's bananas.
how
I
many
have to tell you
people
something.
know a killer. Yes.
They actually were friends. It was my brother.
Oh, it was your brother.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he would go on double dates with him.
Not the killer.
Correct. They would go on double dates with him with Pat.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Like the person that Pat was dating was my brother's girlfriend's best friend.
What?
So like the girls were best friends, and so they would hang out all the time together.
Oh my gosh.
But he didn't want me to put that in there. He wanted to and that he was questioned because they were friends.
Right.
But he was like, I don't want Mama and Pop to know that I was partying. I was like, you're like almost 40. Get over it. So
like
I was
husband.
like, I can spin it a little bit for you and say that because you guys did go to school together. I'll add it in there that you guys were. So I had to add that sentence for him that they were classmates.
He's going to be mad.
No. He was. Why?
Because you just told.
Well, I'm going to take that part out.
Oh, okay. Editing. Hashtag editing. I'm so sorry. I keep on going off random banters. I feel like you have so much editing to do. It's good banter, though.
Hardly.
You're having fantastic
We've only
banter.
been like recording for 20 minutes.
I think we've been recording for like an hour.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe. I don't know.
Do you have a neighborhood story for me?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, I do. It's a neighborhood / listener story. Oh, what was that?
That was me saying, ooh.
All right. Hey, Bree and Amy.
Hey.
This is from Katie, by the way.
Hi, Katie.
Hi, Katie. Neighborhood story for you here. When we lived in Jacksonville, Florida, we lived in a community that butted up to some woods and a creek. With that, we got our fair share of wildlife. We had several snakes on our property during the almost 3 years that we lived there, but that was nothing compared to the alligator that visited our neighbor across the street. I'll stick with snakes, LOL. And by the way, I love listening to y'all, but when your theme song comes on, I have to mute it or turn it down low because my dog barks every single time she hears the doorbell part. LOL.
Oh, listen. We're not sorry, Katie.
You know, no.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. It's the doorbell. It's cool.
Dogs be barking.
You love it.
You love it.
Your dog is cheering for us.
Yeah, he's like, I love this episode.
Oh,
this
what's with
podcast.
the neighbor?
what's the neighbor?
I know who's at the door. You sound like Blue.
Who?
Blue from Blue's Clues.
Oh.
Nickelodeon is going to send us an email because they want us for the next Blues Clues.
That's right. Move out of the weave.
You're welcome.
Nope.
I
Never
don't know.
mind.
It's cool.
All right.
Hey, also, we're gonna briefly hit on this in a second, but I just want to say listener episodes come very rarely for us right now. We don't get a lot of listener stories, but listener stories are stories that involve true crime, paranormal, or neighborhood drama. Something that's happened in your life may not have had to happen to you. Could have been something that happened in your hometown or just something you knew that happened when you grew up. Anything. Did you want to say something? You looked like you wanted to say something.
No, I'm waiting for you to be done.
Okay.
That was rude. I'm sorry.
You're fine. But anyway, they're all very broad topics, so please make sure you're sending in your neighborhood or your listener stories to wwtnpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah. Please, we really want them.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter how long they are either.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
If you think that it's not worthy, send it in and we'll decide if it is.
We will. And we'll even give you a shout out or we can make you anonymous. We don't care. You can say you're Santa Claus. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's good. Now you don't have to say that part at the end. I just felt the need to put it first.
Yes, thank you.
All right. So to listen, you can listen anywhere you get your podcasts. We are on iTunes and Spotify. Those are really great places to rate and review us. We really appreciate when you do that. Also follow us on all of our social medias. We are on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and we have a Facebook group, What's with the Neighbors, and we have a lot of fun on there, have special offers on there. We talk about things that are coming up and things on the show. We also have a website, what'swiththeneighbors.com.
And on there you can find a link to everything that she just mentioned, along with a link to our Patreon, which is patreon.com/WWTN podcast. And for $5 a month, you can get our episodes videoed, unedited, and early, along with exclusive content. And for $3 a month, you can get our audio episodes early, along with exclusive content. And when you do sign up, you do get a little something from us. And don't they get...
And a shout out, episode dedication.
Yeah, you get an episode dedicated. What did they get? A magnet?
Yeah.
You get a magnet for signing up also. So it benefits us. It goes straight back into the podcast. So please do that, and then feel free to slide into our DMs with any question, comments, or story suggestions or stories. WWTNpodcast@gmail.com. And have you checked in on the neighbors?
What's with the neighbors?
Bring Amy out.
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween! That was
Say hi to your cats for us.
Okay.
I can get it.
Thank you. I'm such an old lady. Yeah.